The last time we played this team was less than 24 hours ago. And the last time we played them, we lost, which could have massive implications on our top 5 charge this season. But a loss against them on Friday would mean we're out of one of 2 trophies we have a genuine chance of winning left this season. Liverpool probably don't even travel to Wolves, probably stay in Wolves to play Wolves again, as we look at the FA Cup tie between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Liverpool. Will it be rinse and repeat or revenge for the Reds? Sit back, relax. Let's get into this.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
Ain't free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on, tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, we the best, we come again. Kop-ish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Couch up and all the fast match up and real rap and drifty go on, tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish, this is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-ish.
Big up, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. It is Kopish as usual. Please do smash the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. But before we get into this preview, guys, make sure you check out okjersey.com. That's right, £15 is all you need to part with to get one of your favorite jerseys, whether it be this season's, last season's, or yesteryear's, club or country, especially with the World Cup coming up. Visit okjersey.com, and for a further 8% off, use the promo code Kopish, Kopish, no hyphen, and get a further 8% off. Make sure you visit okjersey.com, and they have training gear as well. Your one-stop shop for all of your footballing needs. Go and visit now. Man like Matt, I would say how you doing, but I know how you're doing because you probably feel how I feel, and that's pretty peed off with yesterday's performance and yesterday's result.
Pretty much.
But we have an FA Cup game on Friday, which is, I can't remember the last time Liverpool played Tuesday and then Friday. But how are you feeling going into this game? Can lightning strike twice for Wolves, or will the Reds actually get revenge and go through to the next round of the FA Cup?
Lightning can definitely strike twice. Like, this is football. Like, I don't really believe in things like... All right, let me just put it like this. In football, a team can beat you as many times as possible. Prime example, look at Spurs and Man United last year. Didn't they smack them up? Spurs 4 times in a year. 4 times. Brother, I know, but like, so anything is possible in football, bro. And if I'm not mistaken, Palace beat us in the Community Shield and beat us at their ground as well already this year. Like, it can happen, innit? Where like a team just can get the better of you for different reasons, but there's no excuses as to why we should be losing to Wolves, even yesterday, let alone again on Friday. Like, I just don't want to hear no excuses. I think, do you know what I've realized after yesterday? We're like leaders in the team, you know. We're like leaders, big personalities. You know, everyone likes to talk about Soboslai and McAllister, like Salah. We like leaders, fam. I'll tell you why. You see, when Virgil made that mistake here yesterday, you know, if that was Milo Henderson, they would have rasped him, innit? They would have went up to right up into his grill and said, "Don't you ever think about doing that ever again. We need to win this game." Yeah, like, bro, no one's been held accountable. When Virgil make a mistake, Virgil just likes to do the blaming thing. Brother, someone needs to keep him in check. And I don't think Slot to me doesn't even seem like the guy that can talk to Virgil and Virgil's going to like even bother. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? We need people that can hold each other accountable. And don't get me wrong, Cal, not everything has to be an aggressive thing, because you get some people where you don't have to be loud. They're just stern.
Yeah.
It's like parenting. I think people understand, like, with parenting, to maybe get a message across to your child, you don't have to shout. You can just say it in a tone where they know you are serious, though. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
well, man, what did we grow up on? The look. We got the look.
Yeah. Brother, I'll tell you something. There were times where, like, if I did something mad and I just got one of these, I just knew what time it was.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's you.
It was just okay, wait till we get home. Just in a calm manner. Wait till we get home. There's no shouting, no screaming, no trying to drape something in public. It was just okay, wait till we get home. It's cool. Wait till we get home.
Yeah.
And you know what time it is. But we lack, I don't know, man. The way even our Arnie Slot has been talking as well in terms of my expectations have changed, and we're nearly at the end of the season. Just paraphrasing, I just said this brother's done.
Sorry, I again forgive me, Matt, because you did the morning show. Selfishly, I stayed away from press conference and quotes. But now you just thought, yeah, bun Callum's day.
Now someone brought it to my attention. I wasn't even going to read his comments. I didn't read his comments. So imagine I said I was as pissed off as you, and I said I'm not reading his comments. I said I'm doing the morning show. I'm just going to speak to the people in the chat. I don't care what he said. I'm just going to speak about the game. Someone from the chat was like, Matt, I don't mean to be bad, man, but like, have you seen the comments? And I went, no, just kind of paraphrase. And they paraphrased it, and boom. Yeah, man basically just said, like, yeah, let's just get to the end of the season, innit, So, yeah.
That's a dog.
Yep.
Oh, Matt, that's dark. I'm seeing something about Ben Jacobs' bomber. Let me see if there's going on. So I've not heard any news.
Oh. No, wait, what? Oh, wait, what? Harry Maguire. So Harry Maguire has been found guilty of non-serious assault and given a suspended 15 months. Is that it? It follows the alleged brawl in Greece. Yeah, back in 2020, Maguire is supposed to appeal the verdict.
How has that been going on for 5 years?
6 years.
Sorry, 6 years. You're right.
But what? Like, this has nothing to do with us, though. But that's kind of mad, though. Just in general, like, why would it take that long? But anyway,
have you seen what Virgil and Paul Joyce have said about Slot?
No.
So Virgil van Dijk says Slot was visibly angry at half time. Yeah, he was angry, of course. He had every right because we played poor. That was already the case in the first half. Second half, maybe there was more urgency, but it still wasn't good enough. He had every right to be angry. We have to be pretty quick. We have to pretty quickly turn this into full focus on Friday. That's our responsibility, physically and mentally. Paul Joyce also says Arne Slot's anger came bubbling to the surface during a dressing room debrief after Liverpool's chastening Premier League defeat by bottom side Wolverhampton Wanderers. Is he angry with himself?
What's the point of man getting angry now, though? Where was this anger earlier in the season when we was losing 9 games in 12?
Genuinely, what is he angry about when he sets us up? That's like me.
I know.
That's like me. It's like me waking up Stevie and Robbie for school 5 minutes before we're meant to be at school and then telling them off for being late.
No, it's like waking up Stevie and Robbie for school, knowing that you were supposed to help them with their homework and they've gone in without their homework, and then you're having a go at them for not doing their homework.
Yeah, facts.
So when the teacher's like, oh, what the kids didn't do the homework, and you're like, yeah, I'm really annoyed at them, but you was there. You're supposed to help them do the homework. What's the point? I don't understand what's the point of this manager, all jokes aside, being annoyed now. Like, where was this like energy early on in the season when it probably needed to happen then? Because you know what I've realized as well, Cal, and we have to be honest, yeah, they're human beings. Especially after that Rodrigo injury, a lot of these players are thinking about World Cup, bro. We have to keep it a buck. You know that, right? They would never admit it, but they don't want to miss that tournament and what that could do for their careers, whether it's a move or whether it's a contract negotiation. Like, they're thinking about World Cup, bro. So it's going to be even harder for the manager to suddenly now all of a sudden get angry and now try and tell them things that they should have been doing before. And not only that, you set up the team to fail for months on end, and now you're angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the story's led by Paul Joyce as well, you know. Liverpool really wanted to make that information step out onto the pitch.
Yeah,
into the public.
yeah. So you know this is coming from a source of some sake. So again, it feels like blame is being absolved of him and onto the players. I don't know where he's got this, like this, just leverage on the club like this, because that's what it feels. It feels like he's got something on the club whereby he can't be questioned. It's not him, it's the players. There's always it's not him, it's the tactics of the other managers. It's not him, it's the standard of the league. It's not him, it's set pieces. Like, when is he actually going to take responsibility for what's going on? Because I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Yeah, do you know so mad? For me, it's all about timing. And like I said before, you know, if this was kind of like early in the season when we was going for that horrible run, and maybe even before we had the 9 losses in 12, like you saw more of this stuff, like, you know, Slot is really angry with the players, you know, he's trying to. There was none of that. It was all, remember, it was, we're losing by fine margins. We'll figure it out. Yeah, my job as a coach is to figure it out, but I can't figure it out just yet. Do you remember? Do you remember when he basically had a meltdown about low blocks, when he said he didn't have a solution?
But Wolves didn't even play low block against us yesterday.
No, I know.
They actually played football for football with us yesterday.
Yeah, they did. I know. Look at João Gomez and Andre when he rings round our midfield.
Is this also highlighting, Matt? And we don't know if he'll be available for the game or not, but is this also highlighting just how big of a player Florian Wirtz is for us already?
Yeah. I'll be real, without Wirtz, there's no party. No one can create anything of high value anymore. You know, we're Liverpool Football Club and we struggled. And again, I don't care what anyone says about their form. Like, I understand they're playing better, but Wolves, whether they play well or not, should still be leaking goals. Liverpool didn't really create anything of high value other than the set piece from Salah, whereas Gakpo cleared it off the line from Curtis Jones.
The Diesel.
And a save from Rio, from the goalkeeper. Other than that, we didn't create that much, Cal. And it's worrying because possession, I don't care if possession just means you have the ball. It's about what you're doing, how you're utilizing the ball. What are you doing with the possession? So as much as we like to talk about other teams, we're just not right. We don't look like a good attacking outfit. We don't look like a good defensive outfit. What actually are we? And that's been happening for how many months now, bro, where we always joke about and say we don't really have an identity. And it's kind of sad that even after winning a league title, which I won't take away from him, that Liverpool don't really have an identity of how we play. Like, I could sit there to you and say, Arsenal, they are a possession-based, aggressive, set-piece team or whatever. Man City, possession, free-flowing, like high line, that's them. Chelsea, possession with a bit of counter-attack, if I'm being honest. Yeah, boom, that's them. Man United, counter-attacking team, hit you on the counter, and can be quite devastating. Like, with us, I don't know what we have possession. Defensively, we're all over the place. We don't really counter-attack, because when we do we don't really counter-attack either. Have you noticed when we counter-attack, we slow the game down?
Slow it down, yeah. I think the thing for me that really gripes me, Matt, is how we utilize our wingers and fullbacks. Because I think it's just, I think this is what really hinders us in the way we approach the game. It's just, we have the wingers who are Salah and Gakpo, who aren't and never have been touchline wingers. We have those two as the wingers, and then we have Frimpong or Bradley or Kirkes or Robbo, who actually take up the number 10 spots, but have their back to goal. They're not even really overlapping; they're just occupying space. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And look, I know Gakpo and Salah have both been bad this season. I just wish we could have seen a season whereby they weren't told to be touchline wingers and have their fullbacks invert on them.
Yeah.
If they were able to just play their natural game. And I'm not sitting here saying, yeah, we'd have shot up the table, or Salah would be on 20 goals and 5 assists and Gakpo would be on 10 goals and 3 assists. I'm not even saying that. But you give them a better chance. And I mean, if there's ever an example of two fullbacks who like to get down the outside of their winger and get the ball into the box or attack the box, it's Kirkers and Frimpong. Like, I mean, Prime Robbo, that was Prime Robbo's bag. Like, Mane, there's an overlap, or like sometimes there would be an underlap, but that wouldn't be the main thing. Robbo would pick his moment if there was an underlap that was needed. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, the tactics are a mess when it comes to utilizing fullbacks and wingers. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, Gakpo and Salah, you want them closest to goal. Gakpo, I know we joke about and say how terrible he's been, but for all jokes aside, Gakpo's shooting is actually pretty good when he's actually, you know, think of last season, maybe not this season, Gakpo can shoot. So you want him close to goal. The same thing as Salah. Salah is known for being a finisher. Now, he's not, you know, 2017, 2018 Salah, where you can start from the halfway line per se, start the move, run, to maybe take on 2 players, lay it off, then finish off. He's not that Salah. You want him to be on the end of moves. And this is why last year he was exactly that. Yes, he was still playmaking, but we gave Salah less work to do. When I say less work, it's because Trent Alexander-Arnold was told by Salah, find me at any opportunity high up the pitch and I will cook. But now we allow Frimpong to go invert or Bradley. Salah's got to start from out wide and work his way into the box. And they double up on Salah. And the number 10s, Frimpong and Kirkes, are supposed to stay in an area which also suffocates Salah's space. What?
Can I ask a question, Matt? Who do we miss more, Trent or Diaz, from a footballing standpoint?
Trent. That's no disrespect to Diaz. It's Trent.
No, I don't think there's disrespect to either, whichever one you chose.
Trent, then it goes Diaz.
Why would you say Trent though over Diaz?
Because if we struggled with build-up, Trent was a cheat code. If we needed to get out of, like, if we needed to find a way out of a situation, you give the ball to Trent. Even if he was spamming. Like, this guy could find anybody. He was a sat-nav, bro. He was a joke. So even though, because here's the thing, some people might say Diaz, and I'm not going to say you're wrong. The difference is, though, Diaz was mainly playing false 9 last year, more so than wing. Yeah. So that still would have meant Cody was still playing left wing. Diaz is still a miss, by the way, because you're missing Diaz pressing, intensity, and just being able to take on players. Diaz was the best dribbler in our team last year. And he probably would have been the best dribbler this year alongside Florian Wirtz, except for with Diaz, there's a bit more athleticism to go with that ferociousness. But you see Trent, bro. Brother, Trent will get the ball. We're struggling in build-up. Man City are pressing us. Trent, look up. Yeah, bang. Someone's foot. Someone's in on goal. All they got to do now is just make one pass and they're in. Like, that creativity, bro, in the first phase of build-up. Have you seen how long it takes us to get out the first phase?
I was just going to say that, Matt. Are we the only team in the top 5 who genuinely lack like a penetrative passer and a consistently good passer in the midfield? Because I look at Arsenal, Zubimendi, Man City, Rodri, pretty much everyone at Man City.
Reinders is good as well.
Yeah. You look at Aston Villa, Tillemans can pick up the ball from pretty much anywhere and start a move. Man United, Kobe Mainoo and Bruno.
Kobe Mainoo and Bruno are good passes of a football, bro. Dare I say, I know
Chelsea got Enzo.
Even Casemiro on the ball can make a good pass.
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah,
may not be like exquisite, but he can make a pass. It's just that, remember, it's off the ball with Casemiro because he's older, but on the ball, if you don't press Casemiro, he can pick you apart. This is what happened yesterday, Cal. We got picked apart by giving players who are professionals time on the ball. They can pick apart any team. Any team in this league can pick you apart if you don't press them. But to answer your point, we do lack, like Gravenberch, yeah, he's so standard at passing. McAllister's good, and I'll say Szoboszlai is good. The problem is, though, is that the way how our manager wants us to play, I feel like Szoboszlai does way more running than he should be. I feel like because
how does the manager want us to play? Sorry to cut you, bro. How does he want us to play, Matt? Because I don't know the answer to that question, bro.
I think he wants us to have possession and work our way up the field and create chances that are high quality. And he feels like don't take too many risks. Whereas last year we actually took more risks and we were actually successful. But I remember he still had an issue with it because I remember when he first came into the league, he would say something along the lines of, I like how they play basically, but like I feel like they take too many risks. They need to be a bit more like basically take care of the ball more. But now I feel like it's gone completely the other way. All we want to do now is take care of the ball. And he wants to make calculated gambles by saying, well, if we're going to lose the ball, let it be our 1v1 specialists, and that's Salah and Gakpo, which they are not, bro.
Right, a lot to unpack there. Matt, we obviously have a game coming up. Now, we play Tuesday, Friday, and then next week, Tuesday. So we'll have a, 3-4 day rest?
Yeah.
Do you think we make many changes from the game we did just have yesterday against Wolves, or do you think it's a very similar lineup?
There'll be a few changes. There has to be. There has to be a few changes. Like you can't.
But do you think
you get start lineup now?
Yeah, we can do. The reason I asked the question though is because this is a massive game. Because if we got the FA Cup, Matt, literally all of our eggs are in one basket. And that's
going out the cup to the same team that you just lost to
is
2 to 3 days ago is actually so dark that I wouldn't even know what to say, bro. But the thing is, it's actually still a high possibility. It's a high possibility, you know, because Wolves will take credit and take confidence in how they won. Like FA Cup, bro. Like, bro. The least the manager can do is leave with a trophy, man. Flipping on. FA Cup is one of them. So you better do something. You better figure something out, bro. You know?
Here's the thing though, Matt. We speak about rotation. I know
changes,
but the people who would rotate for, we've got a few injuries, obviously, but the people who would rotate for, they look like they're devoid of confidence and form as well.
Can I be real? I know people won't like this. I know my man's a bit of a favorite, but he's not good enough. You know what I'm gonna say, innit?
No, I don't actually.
Chiesa, bro. We need to put the fries in the bag. I don't. I know I'm being harsh. I know I'm gonna sound harsh when I say this. Yeah. I feel like even if Chiesa had reps, the best he would have been was maybe a bit of an impact. But I don't think Chiesa ever. I mean, I could be wrong actually. Maybe Chiesa could have got into some type of form and played better than Gakpo. I don't know what he offers us, bro, other than heart and desire, fam.
Shall I tell you why you're not being harsh? Because of his performances. But I think the context around it, if we're going to be honest, though, is how can we expect Chiesa to perform well when he barely gets any minutes? And then
No, I hear that.
When he was making an impact at the beginning of the season, he still was being treated like crap.
Yeah.
He's literally had no rhythm whatsoever. He's a rhythm player, in my opinion. You can't just throw Chiesa in once every couple of games or bring him on as a striker for the last 5 minutes of every game and expect him to do much. For me personally, with the amount of chances that Cody Gakpo's had this season, the amount of chances Salah's had this season, surely for me personally, I'm not even saying it would have worked out and he would have been some wing wizard or anything, but Chiesa should have got at least 3 starts in a row just to see what he can do.
Yeah, just to see. No, you're right. Because you know so much, yeah? Let me tell you something. Let's say on Friday, let's say he done the unthinkable and he started Chiesa on the left and Rio on the right. Yeah. Let's say that they cooked and we won the game against the same Wolves team. And let's say we won 4-0 and Chiesa got a brace, Rio got 1 or something. I would almost guarantee you that in the next game that we play, they wouldn't start. And that's, again, an issue. You see, when players get given the opportunity and then they do well and then they're not rewarded, they think to yourself, what more can I do? And I think that probably did happen to Chiesa. Remember when Chiesa would come off the bench and just having some cameos and doing well early in the season? Yeah, now, I still felt like, it's cameos, boom, boom, boom. But at least reward the man with a couple of starts, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's get this line up and let's predict what we think might happen. Because
yeah.
I
Does
don't know.
first of all, what formation? I'm not even gonna do what we would do, bro, because it's just pointless.
It's pointless.
Let's just do what the manager is it 4-2-3-1 again, as always.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. All right, cool. Where's 4-2-3-1? Who's in goal?
It should be Managerial, but I think it'll be Alisson.
Lord have mercy. I think you're right. I'm going mad, you know. There he is. Beckham. Bro, Managerial, if he doesn't start, like, what are we like?
Matt, I can't answer that question. By the way, this isn't who I'd start. I'd start Managerial.
I would start Managerial as well. He should be playing, you know. He really should be playing, bro. Right back. Frimpong can't start. No way.
I do think it'll be Gomez this time.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. Which means, you know what's going to happen, innit?
Yeah, version.
Centre backs put themselves again, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, and then people wonder why it's burnt into the ground, bro. Can't even lie, fam. No road, like hardly much rotation, you know. I'm gonna say I think Robertson starts, right? Surely.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right. This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Surely you don't start Grav and you start Jones. Although Jones did not. He's gonna go back to the Grav Matt pivot, innit? No. Soboslai. No, wait. Because Verts ain't even fit.
You're done about Verts is I still wouldn't assume Verts is gonna be there.
Yeah, he did say Verts will probably miss this week. So what are we saying for the pivot then?
Jones and Matt.
No, people are saying, well, big up Luca. He did say Grav played 45. He's gonna play Grav in there because he only played 45. We'll give him a chance. And he's Dutch.
Yeah. And he's Dutch, he's jokes.
Bruv. So and his ground partner is gonna be Mac, innit? Or do you think it'll be could it be Trey? Could it be Jones?
All right, I have a little theory of what I think might happen.
Go on. I
think we go Grav, Mac, and Jones in the midfield.
Yeah, McAllister, he's finished, you know. And Jones in the 10.
Yeah, but Jones and McAllister can be interchanged.
I think I know where you're going with this, you know. I think I know. Curtis Jones. You're going to put Soboslai on the right, innit?
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah. I think he might do that as well, you know. I think Salah gets dropped. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. Gakpo doesn't start, though, surely.
I think Gakpo starts.
You're lying. Remember he took off Gakpo after Gakpo. No, I think he starts Rio. Cal. I think Rio starts. That's my.
Okay. I think. Okay, tell me why logically you think Rio starts.
Because it's FA Cup. Because
it's the Premier League team.
Gakpo was so bad that he took him off, and Rio came on and nearly scored as well. Remember the great save from the goalkeeper. I think Rio starts, bro. Oh, but wait there. He could start Gakpo up front. I'm not joking. Didn't he start Gakpo up front in the last FA Cup game against Brighton? Am I going mad?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you could be right. Rio.
He's going to rest Ekatike, you know that.
Jaden Dan still isn't available as far as I know yet either.
Gakpo, you're right. I just realized Gakpo is starting. Yeah, Gakpo is starting. Gakpo is starting up front. You know, I've seen it already. I've seen the vision.
Matt, if it's that team, I'm not confident at all. Shout out to people in the chats to talk about Kieran Morrison. Kieran Morrison's been playing really well for the under 21s. Kieran Morrison ain't starting this game. The best he'll do is be on the bench.
Yeah.
And the substitutions, I believe, if we're losing or drawing, Frimpong comes on for Gomez and Szoboszlai goes right back and Frimpong goes right wing. Ekitike comes on for
Gakpo or Rio, innit?
For Rio, probably.
And then Gakpo goes left or something.
Yeah.
Man said we got pace and tricky on one side on the left, and then industrial work rate, industry work rate, whatever you call it, from Szoboszlai and Gomez. At least you know that right hand side is defensively sound.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Kaiser up front. Nah, I just don't.
I'd be very shocked if Kaiser started.
That probably would be the team more likely than not, chat, if we're being honest. Probably. Alisson Becker in goal, Gomez at right back, Virgil and Kanate at centre back, Robertson left back, McAllister and Graven the pivot. Reason we put Gravenberch there is because we feel like because he played 45 minutes, the manager will give him another chance. We've dropped Salah, even though Salah scored, but maybe he's thinking about Prem. Curtis Jones steps into the midfield / number 10. Rio starts on the left, and Gakpo is undroppable.
Oh, this is dark.
The thing is, I'll be so real. I don't like Curtis Jones in the number 10. He's way better when he's there.
Yeah, but
when he can dictate the game.
No,
you see, Curtis Jones is back to goal, fam.
Yeah, I mean, McAllister in the 10, then are you good with that?
Not really. I just think we should play without a number 10 right now because we can't afford to have someone high up the pitch where they've got to run back and help the defense. Unless it's Szoboszlai, because he's the only one that can cover that ground that quick. And you're asking a lot from him. Like, I'll be real, Carl. By the time Szoboszlai 28, 29, he might be done, fam. The amount of running that he's asked to do, like and it's just because he can do it is madness, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Valverde need to go seek a lawyer, fam. I'll be real.
Yeah.
But yeah,
based on this team, Matt, what would be your score prediction?
I can't believe I said Liverpool 2-3-1 last time. All right, let's try again. Should we try again? 2-1 Liverpool. Let's try again. We actually rectify it this time and we win. Sure, we can't be losing twice to Wolves. We can't.
At the beginning of the show,
but losing twice to Wolves before the weekend even happens. Before the weekend even starts.
Yeah, it'd be dark. Before
I got to take my son football on Saturday. Before I got to go outside again. No. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that to me. Just go and win the game. I don't want to hear Kyle, I promise you, if we dare to lose this game, I don't know if I'll be able to do a stream because I'll be saying some stuff that might be a bit mad. I can't lie. What's your score prediction?
I'm gonna go in my heart and say 2-1.
To Wolves or Liverpool?
To Liverpool.
You're saying the same thing as me.
I don't want to tell you what my mind is saying though.
I know.
I don't want to tell you what my mind's saying. Matt, I'm worried.
I'm worried as well.
Really,
it's gonna be I can't believe I'm saying this. It's gonna be another tough game against Wolves. Wolves. Bottom of the table Wolves with 16 points. We just gave them 3 points to give them 16. They was on 13. They only had 2 wins up until yesterday.
Shout out to Pounce, one of our friends, and also the person who was on the Red Zone along with Bonds. He did call it. He said, we're starting to break weird records this season.
Bro, bun Pounce, man. Bun Man United, bun Pounce, bun Bonsu. I don't care, bro.
Yeah, he's right.
I don't care.
I've been breaking weird records this season.
No, all jokes aside, he did say that, and he is right. Like, it's just the thing is that when he said that, even I remember when he said it early in the season when we had the 9-12, he was right to say it. But you know, when you're thinking to yourself, you know your team, you know at some point, your team will eventually kick on because we're still Liverpool. We might not kick on to winning the league, but we'll just kick into some type of form. We've never really got into any type of form this season. No, bruv, do you remember when we had all the draws before? And then flipping, we lost to City. Then you start again. You pick up a couple of wins. Then, bro, it's the same thing, bro. We win 4 on the bounce. I think it was up until the Wolves game, innit? We won 4 in a row in the league.
No, not in the league. 4 in a row in all comps. So 3 in the league, 1 in the FA Cup. But I said 2 of those games were Sunderland away and Forest away. In the Forest game, we were terrible.
Bad, fam. We were bad.
I don't trust our team, man.
Yeah. The fact that we sit there and watch alongs and say, hopefully we can scumbag a win tells you how far we've fallen. But do you know how mad that is? That I've been saying that a lot. I've noticed I've been saying that. Hopefully we could just scumbag a win. But why should we be scumbagging a win? That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's help these supers and then take the people out. Yeah. A124 says, Matt and Cal, I need a response. Watch back the body language of the players before Wolves' second goal. Yeah, the body language before and after it. Now, when Allison kicks it out, again, it's not a great kick, but McAllister's near there. Rio is near Andre. Gomez doesn't commit.
That might be because I think so. I saw
players around. There's enough players around Andre to not be able to get a shot off and for it to end up in the back of the net.
They walked.
They all walked. They want
the manager gone, innit? They just want him gone. They just want him gone. But they're
here says, where do you rank Isak best strikers in the world? On form, I'd probably say 5th best, maybe. On form.
Kane, yeah, when he's on form, he's probably top. He's there. He's top 5.
Top 2, yeah, top 5.
He's top 5, isn't it, Isak? When he's on form, you got your
AMD says, what's your mind's score prediction, Cal? Bro, you don't want me to say, man. I'll honor the super chat. I said my heart's saying 2-1 Liverpool. My mind's saying 3-1 to Wolves. Big up yourself, John Conway, as always. You absolute legend. Says big up Cam Matt, Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Here says missing out on Champions League is a blessing in disguise. We can make that money back, sell Isak, and clear his wages off the books for the next 5 years.
This guy just hates Isak, you know.
Yeah, you definitely don't like Isak, man.
He don't like him. I don't know what Isak done to Manstar, but yes. But
goes on to say Isak is top 15 strikers in the world, and that's being nice.
Doesn't rate him.
Yeah, don't rate him. Don't rate him. Yeah, Matt. You got anything coming up on your channel today, bro?
Yeah. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. We're doing that game. I think kickoff is at 7:30. So yeah, man, come and join me for that, people. If you want to watch some football and see what our rivals are doing, because I think the best we can hope maybe for that game is maybe a draw. I think, Cal, would you say a draw is probably the best result for us?
Draw would be, yeah.
So
to me, Chelsea wouldn't go above us and Villa wouldn't stretch the lead to 6 points.
Yeah. So, yeah, people, we're doing that game around 7:15.
We play Villa, Man United, and Chelsea before the end of the season as well.
Yeah, we do.
And Brentford.
Yep. Yep. But we got some tough games. Some tough games. One of them was yesterday. But yeah, it's dark.
They're all teams around us. That's what's scary.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll put a link in the chat. People, come join me later on. Get your predictions in as well, guys, as well. If you want to do that, if you want to get involved. And yeah, I'll see you guys a bit later on today. What about you? You got anything coming up today? Is Cal frozen? Am I frozen?
Oh,
have you frozen? I can hear like a ringing.
Have I frozen?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're back now, I think. Say something. Yeah, you're back now, but I can hear like a ringing sound. Cal, you there? Guys, I don't know what happened. I think Cal's stuck in the Matrix, blood. You're back now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Bro, do you know how mad it looked? It looked like you were frozen, but you might not have been frozen because you were speaking for a bit and then you kind of stopped. It was kind of weird still. Then I heard like a sound, like a calling sound.
Yeah, it was WhatsApp call. You know it is.
Yeah, I had the same WhatsApp call.
Yeah.
No, chat, it's darkness. It's darkness. Hey, people, I think that's our cue to head up, man, before AI try to take over this whole thing. You get me? So,
people,
yeah, man.
Please do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, check out okjoes.com and leave your predictions in the comment section.
Oh, Official MD speaks. I'm worried. Seems Wolves have more impetus to win. Apparently, we are Liverpool and they are a relegation team with nothing to lose. Big up, guys.
Yeah, says a lot, man.
Yep. Oh, the Isak hater again. I'll be real. I think Isak sold me a dream. I want to win everything. Fake dad promises. No,
Fake dad promises is crazy. Crazy work.
Oh man, it's madness. But yeah, people, listen, man. What's this? Fake dad?
That's crazy. People, thank you for watching, joining, and listening. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay blessed. With Kopish, right, people. Take care.
See you later on, peeps.